Discord, that's all set. We are what? Right. Let's start soon. Cool. Nice. Super happy about that. Let's notice something. That'll be fine. Let's notice something. I was trying to make it longer, but it did not work out. Okay. Hello.
Hey, what's up, man?
Not quite there yet. I just have to do the just trying to make sure everything is all working and stuff. Nice. The Discord overlay is good. I have to set up TikTok. What? Yeah, I know you are. They always do. So it's not quite 6, so I won't know. Oh wow, it says I can't go live until 6:22, so I guess we're waiting.
Oh, that's it. I'm out of here. No, I'm just kidding.
No,
Okay.
we're not waiting. I mean, waiting to go live on TikTok. I meant. Just gonna post this. I just have to remember not to forget. That sounds weird, but you know what I mean, I think. To go live on TikTok, it's a whole thing. So, yeah. Oh, it's ad break during this thing. And I set up a whole new situation for the phone. So, yeah, I'm kind of, I said I wouldn't go live on TikTok anymore. While I'm on Twitch. Also, you can if you want to talk about a certain thing, but someone's talking, you can put it in the text, in the text channel, and then I can read it aloud if, you know, whenever, because some people have to talk right now or they forget what they're saying. So I put that thing in.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, sometimes even like when not like nobody's talking and I'll start talking and someone else will start talking, I'll shut the fuck up just to let other people I don't know. I don't know. I feel rude if I continue talking when someone's talking. So like, I don't know. My brain's stupid sometimes.
But yeah, that's why I put that in there, the text. So, like, if you want to still discuss it, if it's in your brain and you want to put it down, But I have a couple people interested in coming. So I mean, starts with you and me, I suppose. My whole thing is I don't think the TikTok ban's gonna happen. Well, absolutely not right now. If it does go dark, Trump's just gonna say, "Hey, bring it back." However, that is a thing, or however you do that. But will we lose all our data? That's the big thing. Because it would be kind of horrible, but kind of awesome if you look at both sides. Because if we all start at 0, that means we all have a chance to get there at TikTok again. But I think they're just gonna block it for us, and we won't lose our stuff because Trump and how you say it, show something. The CEO of TikTok have been talking for a long time now about it. So if it does go dark, then it's only because they don't trust Biden, that he won't be like, surprise bitches, fines, because they get fines based on every single life or every single user. 500 doesn't sound like a lot, but when there's 1 million users, maybe not that many, but you know what I mean. And PayPal is what makes it to where you can get paid, I guess, on TikTok, and they don't want no part of a fine.
I don't know. I look at TikTok and I see a lot of underlying problems that I think need to be addressed. I think it should be like maybe taken away for a while until it's fixed or something, until they can put some parameters on it, because it's kind of out there. A lot of things happening on there.
Yeah, I mean, that would probably be one of the deals that are made, because it needs to be because you can't just fix TikTok. You have to fix the US part of it, because it's tailored to the person. So if it's fucked up, it's probably us. But they have to figure out a way to make it not go in that direction, if that makes any sense. I agree with you on that. I mean, one thing I'm sick of seeing, and this is not on just TikTok, but all social media, I think there's no room on social media for breastfeeding. It's just so many people use it just to show shit, and then I think that's messed up. Because every time, like, okay, I'm not watching these videos, I stop for a second, like, what is it? Oh, no. And just because I stop for that split seconds, it's all over my shit.
Yeah. Okay. So, like, I've seen a couple positive examples, because I believe that, yeah, if I think breastfeeding in public is okay as long as
I have no problem with that. That's not what I was saying, but yeah,
fairly discreet about it. And I've seen a few people on like Instagram post things like mothers, legit mothers, and they're fairly tasteful about it, just to bring light to it, because a lot of people are like, oh, put that away, that's blah, blah, blah. That shouldn't be allowed, and blah, blah. And I mean, it's perfectly natural, but I think I know what you're saying, because I think I've seen one or two YouTube,
it's obvious
things where it's not, the kid's not even eating.
Yeah, it just has,
it's just yeah.
But yeah, it's concerning. um, but I've seen so much stuff back and forth, and see, I don't. TikTok's stance on the free speech thing, they're so full of shit. They're so full of shit because they ban or they violate you for, like, if, okay, say I'm a man talking shit about a woman on TikTok, I get violated. But if it's a woman talking the heinous shit about men, that's okay. It's not a violation.
I've seen that.
That kind of shit is not free speech. That's targeted free speech.
Yeah.
And that's not the same thing. So I think that's bullshit. Should we have TikTok because we enjoy it and all, like 178 million Americans enjoy it? Yeah, we should. But there should be, like, okay, we have apps currently, Chinese apps in the App Store. Many of them.
Yeah.
Why are they even on there? Are they even allowed on there? Like, so TikTok is just being targeted. Now I don't see the shit you see on TikTok. Just like whoever don't see the same shit. Most of it's mine is political and streamer stuff. Now when someone's like, all I see is tits and ass on there, I'm like, I never see that. Like, I never see it. So that means you just like tits and ass a lot. That's cool, but you know.
No, I see a lot of that actually.
Well,
and I mean, I feel like there's a lot of problem. So one of the big issues is underage kids on TikTok. I really hate to see that, and I hate to see that they're following these trends that, you know, if they see their popular person that they look up to, because there's stars on there too, obviously, do something, or a trend happens, or someone who's already become TikTok famous, who's older and old enough to do, like, dress a certain way, and then these younger kids emulate that and even on their TikToks, and then you come into like the pervy people that come on the internet that are like 40, 50-year-old dudes, like watching these videos.
There's the same problem on Twitch, though. I mean,
oh yeah,
people streaming when they're not old enough to stream. I know, because I actually know some streamers that are definitely under 13. And if you stream and you're clearly under 13, they should be able to ask, okay, well, you're gonna need to scan an ID. We need to check this or something. I'm gonna not post a live thing or share screen thing. How do you do this? Oh, I forgot I was even up. Oh. There we go. Whoa. That seems not correct. How do you only... Okay.
Window after window after window.
Well, I'm trying to figure out how it shows only the squares. How do you do that?
So I think you click.
Oh, do I go like... Nope, that's... Oh my god, that's worse. Oh my god, what did I do? Let me try this again. Oh, there it is. Okay, I guess I don't have to stream. Okay, that's how you do it.
It's also delayed. I forgot. So I'm watching your stream, and it's like, you're like, oh, that's it, and I'm like, no, he didn't. And then like 2 seconds later, oh, okay.
All right. Huh, interesting. I just gotta look. See, I can have it all set up like that. I think I did a good job on the setup, though. We got the chat up top, and we got. Yeah, I'm just using a display capture now because everyone's like, excuse me, why don't you use the squares and stream together? It's the fact that it half the time it doesn't work, and you find simpler ways. But this will work just fine. Plus, when we talk, I have the overlays, so I'm gonna have 4 people, 6 tops. That's only if they can not talk over each other. But yeah, 18 minutes. But people shouting it's our First Amendment right to free speech. You could argue that literally to any social media. I really disagree with that. Like, just because you want something doesn't make it a human right or a constitutional one. That's abused so often. But you think it should be banned for a while? You said
TikTok. Yeah, I think it should at least be taken away for a while until it's, some parameters are placed on it. Both for what I said about, like, underage stuff going on, and also the stuff that that's actually being talked about, like the China and our information, security issues.
Yeah, I personally I don't think our security stuff is an issue, because banning it now isn't gonna matter for what they would already have, in a sense, you know what I mean? And like I said, what about all the other Chinese apps? They exist currently. I think and most of the people that voted for the TikTok ban are now backpedaling. I don't know. Like, I just started to gain some popularity on it, and maybe I just don't want to lose progress. I don't know. But
I'm on there. I made some videos, and I don't know. I felt like a momentary happiness with certain things. Like, I'd be like, one video got a few views, more views than like the other ones, and I was like, ooh. And then I don't know, it just kind of lost interest for me.
My videos suck. My lives, on the other hand, go pretty good. That's where and I, even though I don't think that the ban will ultimately be a thing, I definitely took advantage of the mass following trend. I'm over 4.5 from 3.8, so yeah, definitely. And I also, I found, like, with all this thing, I found Lemonade, which is good life update stuff, and I've been there for a week, and I already have 248 followers.
What's terrible.
That? Lemonade.
Lemonade.
So it's ByteDance's other company, which means Lemonade might, if this ban goes through, Lemonade would probably, any app that ByteDance is a part of will go under. But I've had some fun. And I've made some fans too. I mean, I've also made a lot of fans that are gay and trying to get at me. Like 6 of them, dude. Like, and it's been kind of crazy. And then I had a kid, at least they said they were a kid. He kept calling me Pops and wanted to call me son, or me to call him son. And I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. So he got mad and stopped talking to me. I was like, dude, I'm a content creator. I'm not your little, performance monkey or whatever you want to call it. I don't. If he has troubles, then he should see a professional. I don't really want to feed into his clearly clinical instabilities. He seems like a cool kid. I mean, and he offered to buy me stuff if I would call him son, but you know me, I'm not the.
That's like a weird role reversal.
I know, but you know me, I can't. Even if someone like asks for it in a sense they know I'm using them, I still can't do it. I mean,
like he wanted you to call him son, but he would buy you stuff. That's like,
yeah, which would I thought about it because I was like, well, if this is what he wants, it's not really taking advantage. But then I'm like, no, I can't do it, dude, because every time, like I'd say, oh, hello, and he'd be like, the what do you call it, the 8, the little star, and he like son. He was trying to correct my sentences. I'm like, dude, and who knows? What if it's a fetish? I don't know that. And then I'm just getting all these gifts and money from a person, And I'm not bullying on him, or what do you call it? Whatever. He could do his thing. I'm just not that guy. A lot of people would take advantage of something like that. I'm just not one of them. I would feel bad still, even if it was a woman saying, hey, call me your daughter or whatever, and they want to call whatever. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, I thought about it. Everyone around me was saying, do it. If they know what's going on with it, it's not like you're making stuff up. But yeah, I just started doing a live or 2 a day, and then what happened is I was on TikTok and someone was trolling me, and I just had a bad day. Like that day I had 2 separate rape threats on TikTok, which if I was on TikTok right now, I can't say that word, which is another thing.
Yeah.
But and I was just done with trolls, and then he's basically like, what's that thing in your nose for? I'm like, and he's like, what do you do with that, or something like that. I'm like, well, I rub it along your mom's, and I coughed in my hand, and I'm like, as I said, lady parts, but a little more, hey Raid, how you doing? Oh, I forgot, I can't do full screen. I gotta watch people when they go into the. Yeah, if anyone wants to come in and talk, we'll go up to 4 people right now, and all you gotta do is jump in the waiting room, and I'll pull you in, because I'm not good at pulling out. So, but
neither am I.
So, I forgot what was bad at that. Oh yeah. So I said that, and then I watched the whole video of until I got banned. It said they warned me, and I looked, no violation warning. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, the only thing it could be, because you could say the word gay on TikTok, you just can't target someone and make fun of them for being gay, or use gay in a derogatory sense. None of it was derogatory. I was just saying, like, me and Clavicus was being silly, and I even through that I'm like, no, nothing was said that would indicate that kind of behavior. And then I ran across it, and like, oh, me calling someone's mom a tramp, that's what did it. Sorry, things are walking on. Yeah, we know that. So Clavicus sent me, it says, Trump says he will likely grant TikTok a 90-day reprieve from U.S. ban when he takes office. But it still could go dark for a day. But Trump and if it does, I think that it'll just be like, hey, you guys don't have access to it until Trump figures his shit out. That's what I think will happen.
It's interesting.
Well, the president does have the... Oh my god. I'm commented on my thing. Hold on. Let's see if I can... 1 second. Never mind, I thought it was on my other video, and then people were like, oh, you know, when I talked about my ban from TikTok, people are trying to fix my account. They're obviously scams. They'll ask you for a little bit of money, and then they'll give it, and then they'll fuck off. I just thought that was on one of my videos. Now, anyone that has something to say in the actual there's a discuss box or a discuss text. You can put anything you want in there while guarding the subject or something. You don't, question even while we're doing this, and I'll read it. Unless it's like, not suitable. I want people to come here and like discuss their thoughts on it. Like, I'm not trying to make anyone, like, I'm just, hey, this is what I found when I researched the topic. I'm not trying to push anyone either way. If you believe that TikTok is a problem, then you believe TikTok is a problem. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Lots of people do, lots of people don't. Some people are just blindly like, hey, you're stealing our, or you're going against our rights or whatever. I'm like, it's not that. It's not even a little bit of that. Because some people believe, it's free speech. I'm like, dude, like, literally any other app could be conceived. Can be, said that about. Where's my words today? I'm having trouble. Is it 22 yet? No. Oh man, 6:22. I should. I forgot how often I pee. I need like a catheter. Like, why is Shadow making that funny face?
Then all of a sudden,
Like, it's because of the TikTok ban. Yeah, it is. But yeah, I mean, when this whole thing started, everyone's like, nope, not gonna happen. They can't. They literally can't. It's against everything we stand for, blah, blah, blah. And then it comes to a point where, and it shows how there's a lot of people trying for the 1 million signatures thing, which awesome, but it doesn't overturn anything. It won't, and it can't. If they can go this far with it, it's just a fact. It's a kind of a liberal move. Like, I get protesting and stuff, whatever, but and a lot of people, a lot of businesses will go under too. But here's the thing: you should know. You should know not to put all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too.
You should, yeah. You should, because I've been trying, like, on TikTok, I'm like, hey, I got a Twitch if you guys are ever interested, and all that. And, yeah, sometimes I go over. Sometimes and when I get, like, tipped on TikTok, they have this thing where you can exchange your tips into coins, which they should fucking have on Twitch. If I could decide to turn some of my, Pay or Twitch Pay into bits, that would be cool. Or if someone can give you bits to add to your bits instead of your, you know, like if you're like, hey dude, you have no bits. Here's 1,000 bits and add it to my bits and not my Twitch Pay. You know what I mean? That would be a cool little feature. And I could give those bits to, cause like say we had an event where we're on my stream, but we're dropping bits and for some reason you just prefer I drop the bits, or we're dropping it in one big whatever. This is from the Cult of Create, boom, you know, kind of thing. You know, that would be a cool feature. I don't know. Maybe it's dumb. I don't know.
No, it's cool.
But, I think it's.
I remember when I was a little kid. I went to Sunday school and we had penny drive things or whatever. I don't know what it was. It was like some kind of bring your pennies to like give to missionaries or some shit. And this kid couldn't even bring any pennies. So one time I saved up a bunch of pennies and I gave him like half my pennies to give, so he'd feel like he was giving something.
That's cool. Berta.
So I know what you're saying.
Okay, Berta. We'll see you in 35 minutes. I'm probably gonna go to the bathroom real quick before we start up TikTok. And yeah, we'll go from there. Actually, maybe I should do that now. What do you think? Oh no, Cloud's gonna some about stuff. See, I gotta not shout that out when I'm on TikTok. You can say butt stuff, but some of the stuff is not, like if I'm on TikTok, I can't do the whole like gay thing that it's a button, because I don't know, it's not using it in a derogatory sense, but just
Gay,
getting that out.
no.
It's community. And what's his name, Ken whatever, that Asian dude, it's hilarious. Yeah, anyways,
What up, Berta?
oh yeah, you're watching. Okay. I'm gonna go pee real quick. I'm just gonna mute, and you can either talk or not talk, whatever.
Okay.
I'm just gonna put in chat. Hey Mandy, what's up? I'm just gonna put BRB, and I'll be right back.
I'll be right back.
It's quiet. Too quiet. This was the night before TikTok got banned. And all through the house,
Now, did you get a
was
look at the man who
staring.
assaulted you?
I did.
Okay, can I get a description?
Yeah, he was probably around
I don't
5'9",
know. I actually have
5'10".
nothing
Now,
funny
how
to
about
say.
identifying characteristics? Any marks, piercings?
He may have
Just
had a
picked up a
tattoo.
Nirvana
May have had a
record.
tattoo. Did have a tattoo. Which one
Nice.
was it?
I don't know. It all happened so fast.
You know what? It's fine. I have a preliminary sketch here. Is this the man who assaulted you?
Which one was it? Oh, can you hear me? Pretty sure you can hear me. Shadow said I could talk, so I'm guessing you guys can hear me. Never mind. Okay, I'll never mind. No, I get it. I get it. Man, you got you got him the record. Not only did you get Nirvana a record that's huge, but you got the one with the baby penis, so it's a huge record. So you get to see the baby penis larger than a CD size baby penis. I'm probably not even allowed to say baby penis on here. No, TikTok's not here yet. Stop talking about me like I'm not here. Sorry, Raid. Hi. I totally wasn't trying to talk about your baby penis.
Oh my goodness, that's weird.
Is everybody hungry? I don't even know if that came through. 1 second. Let me see. It did not. That's weird. Oh, I didn't have the thing on yet. Where? Oh, where? Here it is.
Hey, hungry? Want me to make you a sandwich?
There we go. So, oh wait, I don't think he has his earbuds in yet. Hold on.
Okay, I'm back. What is happening?
Shadow. So when you were talking about, wait, is
Hey,
there?
Tish, what's up? Stop talking about me. Like, I'm not here. What?
So when you were talking about a catheter,
Yeah.
I played a button, and I just found out while I was chatting with your chat that you couldn't hear it. So I had to change my routing. But I found this clip. I don't know where it came from.
Oh, you
It was
might
on one of
media
those-
share? Do I have media
No.
share in here? No. Okay.
No, it was like just a random website with like audio clips of different stuff. And this is the clip.
What the fuck? Is that Shadow's dick?
What? What is that? And
I don't
where?
know. I don't know where it came from, but I had to save it for like a moment like this.
Dude, I really want that. Not my own dick, but I mean. Wow. Anyways,
I don't think you're normal unless you've thought about Shadow's dick at one time in life.
actual. If anybody wants to jump in the chat, all they gotta do is be in our Discord, the Cult of Creep, and jump in the waiting room, and we will pull you in. Oh yeah, we will. Sorry, I went somewhere.
Lovingly.
Okay.
Lustfully
not being
pull you
normal
in?
then. Yeah, good call, Mandy. I talk about it with our girlfriend a lot. That's funny. Like we were just talking about you, Clavicus, the other day, and yeah, a delivery service.
Victims
Oh.
to Shadow's penis.
Yeah, he literally he has brought girls home for me before. Like when we lived together, that's a real thing that happened. Yeah, the good old days. Anyways, there was once I was at the bar and I had to come home. Yeah, I'm like, I'm at the bar. Like, I guess it's already there for me. I guess I should go home. Really lazy night that night was. Laughing, I bet. Nice. Anyways, so I had a good point for the TikTok ban stuff. So, our U.S. government influences social media to not show or to show certain things and not talk about and ban stuff. It happened on X like a lot. Would you consider the possibility that they would do that to US TikTok if they did reform it or whatever you want to call it? Because it's possible, because it would be all US government dealing. So
Yeah. I
wouldn't
think
that,
there's always
that would be the highest form of censorship. The same thing happened to X or
Yeah.
Twitter, I mean. Oh yeah, that night she made me breakfast twice. One at night and then one actually in the morning. I remember that time. She was very giving with breakfast. and other things. We're not here to talk about my past, okay?
Oh shit! I'm sorry. That was not called for. That was the wrong button. I meant to press this button, I swear.
Hey, hungry? Want me to make you a sandwich?
A little bit. Oh, that wasn't a real person. Sorry.
Shit.
I'm not allowed to do anything that would give me an erection with anyone else, so no sandwiches.
Ladies' room. Oh, well, hello.
Except with Wolf. He can make me sandwich and I can have an erection without cheating.
Nice.
Just kidding.
What's up? What's up, Wicked? What's up,
Wolf Knight, what's up?
How's it going, fellows?
Not bad.
Or are you guys identifying as something else? I don't know.
Ah, man.
We have penises, we're dudes. Anyways, we need a girl in here. It's a sausage fest in here. Who's
I mean, I could be a one if you like.
Wow, see? Again, erections. Man, I'm cheating on my girlfriend already. That's a real thing.
You're
No,
cheating on me. What are you talking about?
that's a real thing. I told my girlfriend if I get sexually excited about it, I shouldn't be doing it. I consider it cheating. But you know how many things are unrelated to sex that gets me revved up?
Food is like a big thing.
Sometimes, like, damn, dude. Did you just assume my
What you guys
breakfast
do?
meat?
How you guys been? How's life been? How's the kids?
Well, I gave back all the kids I stole. So there's that.
That's no fun.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta get rid of the old to make room for the new. Oh wait, it's TikTok time. Let's see if I'm banned still. Now, let's
I was
see.
asking Wicked
Hold
because
on.
Wicked, you have a son, don't you?
Yep. He's doing good. He's moved out, living with his girlfriend.
Damn, I didn't know he was that old. Holy moly!
Yeah, he's almost 20. He'll be 20 this year.
Wow, I am. Time. Where is the time gone, man?
Yeah, I feel old. Oh wait, yeah, I am old. Never mind.
I'm pretty sure we're about the same age.
I'm 40.
Never mind. Well,
Okay,
I'm
I'm
gonna be
unbanned.
36, so close enough.
I'm unbanned.
How old?
I'll be
All right.
36 this year. I'm 35
Okay.
right now.
Yeah.
Dude, I never knew that. Like, because when I met him, or last time we talked about this, he was like 32 or 33. Like, no fucking way. Wow, you're so young. Yeah, unbanned for 5 minutes with this crew. Yeah, I have to behave.
You got
Yeah,
banned
I'm
on
not gonna
TikTok
push
already?
any more buttons. That's for sure.
Well, TikTok doesn't hear you guys unless
Oh,
they
okay.
come over here. So they'll be, and I will be reading some stuff from TikTok and such. I'm not really concerned so much about the tips and stuff, except, you know, the tip. But, yeah. Have a
Shooting
whole-
for the N-word this time.
Oh my God, Clavicus.
Negligence.
I wanted to come in and say hi for a little bit, but we got some guild action going on tonight. So I just wanted to jump in while I could.
I'm hoping this phone doesn't fucking fall, because that would be like, oh, I'm unbanned. Now my phone's broke. God damn it.
But I do have to hop out, so I will try to jump back in here in a little bit. I just gotta go do something real quick.
Here we go live. Minutes after I... Seriously, no one go do the N-word thing. I need TikTok for the last day. Don't threaten me like with a good time. Sailor?
But I'll see you guys.
All right.
Okay, now I just need to be candid, but not Sally, what's up? How you doing? Finally unbanned. Dark Vengeance. Here, so I'm not bothering you guys. 1 second. Okay, so yeah, TikTok is, yeah, Sanchez is there. Nice. Jolt, welcome. Why you take away I didn't? What happened? Did you break that certain button I can't say on? Here, let me see. What did you do? It didn't fire. What? Is it lagged out? Uh-oh, I'm staying on Kick. Deleted my Twitch long ago. Okay, well, welcome to my TikTok. I appreciate you. Patricia, thank you for the heart me. I appreciate it. Now, yeah, that's a big one. Like, Lily, how you doing? That whole thing where if the government can choose how we receive our information on TikTok, that seems to be a problem. But then the controversy is the opposite. If they don't, that's somehow, wow, that is me in a mustache and a cowboy hat. Molly, how you doing? Thank you, Patricia, for the gifts. But yeah, I mean, that's both sides are just as scary. You know. Be right back. Gotta feed the cat. She has that look and a knife. I would love to play Gang Beasts with this crew of people. Yeah, we should do that. Free speech is free speech, period. I mean, I agree, but if it's censored, it's not free speech at all. It's literally censored speech. Gang Beasts and Among Us. We should set some time apart and get everyone into some of those games.
I love those games.
Well, we should do it then. I used to play, wow, Clavicus, dude. I can't even read your messages anymore. You're gonna get me banned again.
And that poker table game.
Poker table. Oh yeah, freaking Liar's Table or Liar's Bar.
Liar's Bar, that's
it's
it,
great.
yeah.
You guys should get that. It should be decently priced right now. Thanks, Dark Vengeance, for the likes. I appreciate it. We're over at Twitch as well, just discussing and hanging out. Thank you for the sunglasses, Patricia. Hanging out, talking about the band, but also other stuff. Too bad you don't live just down the street anymore. I'm making steak and shrimp Alfredo tonight. Oh my god, did you have to say that? Man. Okay, well, fuck you guys. I'm going to raids. Just kidding. Totally kidding. But so what do you honestly think? Do you think TikTok will, or you think it will be banned? You think we're too close to the you know, to have them not go dark on Sunday, even if it's like the temporary thing?
I think it'll be temporary at least.
So you think it will go dark?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I think I don't know. I half expect that it'll go like you'll wake up in the morning, everyone will have to check for the, inevitable aw. Hope you have a good day, bro. Big Biscuit, how you doing? Thank you. Did you gift me something? Sorry, I totally missed that. But yeah, I mean, I'm kind of hoping for the whole, it didn't go down, what happened? And then you go check out a thing and all of a sudden, like, you're like, oh, this happened. And be like, we were all worried for nothing, what the hell? But I don't know, because I kind of miss going live on TikTok, like it's as its own entity, not like while I'm live on Twitch. Because with the exception of today, if it doesn't go away, I'm not going to do that anymore. Because just reading the chat from Twitch is going to get me in trouble. It's kind of what started it. But yeah, everyone, so many people I see on my TikTok is saying, we deserve TikTok, it's our right. And it is kind of weird that the government's like making it into something that it's not. Because even if it is, that's every form of social media ever. That's just being online. They can snatch your information from all kinds of places, and they do. Not just China. I mean, that's how you get your identity stolen.
I think it's because like China is like our enemy right now.
Well, yeah, kind of, but is our ally at the same time.
They don't like us.
Of course
And
they
they're
don't like
definitely
us. We're dicks.
up to things.
Well, we're up to things. That's why we don't want them to know. But yeah, I get what you mean. I'm just messing around.
But yeah, I agree with Raid. Like, I think it like my dislike towards TikTok is more for that. Like, it's destroying our kids. It's just giving them a bunch. Like, I know I sound like one of those
No.
conspiracy theorist guys or something, but it really is. It's dumbing down our kids.
It also, okay, you know what started dumbing down our kids? SpongeBob, and then China took over after that. Just kidding. No, everyone loves SpongeBob. It's funny, but anyways, go ahead. Sorry.
How dare you attack SpongeBob, sir?
I know I do it on purpose, but jeez. I mean, look at what it did to Clavicus. I seen him flossing. Okay, I'm not reading Twitch anymore because you guys are gonna get me banned. I'll read it, but not out loud. Okay, let's continue our conversation. Wicked and not read Twitch chat. Well, you can read Twitch chat. But
I don't know.
I'm
I need
not
a
gonna
link
read it
to
out.
that raid. Or
It's funny because Clavicus has never used TikTok. Funky Starwood, how you doing? Missed you guys. Thank you for the likes. You guys are awesome. Let me end Discord and I will read
and
it.
a piece of cake.
Oh, okay. If anyone wants to be in the voice, just jump into the waiting room on our Culture Creep Discord and I'll let you in. Except if you're a stranger. Fuck. You know, at this point, even our friends are gonna do just what the strangers would be. Minus the N-word. And I'm not even so sure about that. But yeah, we're just here having fun over on Twitch, and we're live on TikTok to see everyone that I missed and all that. Yeah, thank you for all the likes. I'm an AI bot. I believe you, Clavicus. I totally believe you. Too bad Wolf can stay more. I miss Wolf. Wolf is good people.
He said he was coming back.
Oh, did he? I must have missed that part. I thought he said something like I smell funny or something, and me like he's like Shadow smells funny, and then ran away. I get that a lot. That's so funny because I heard Justin laugh just as I said that. I'm like, they're not fucking on live, are they? No way. Smells funny? Did you just assume I smell? Oh my god. Stady? Is it bleh? Stacy rather, and Bertosaurus is on TikTok. Yay. Thank you so much for being here. I don't really care where you guys are at. We're just if you want to hear the people talk though. Yeah, just be on. I didn't know how to set it up. Giant Whale, how you doing? That's his name, not a name I gave him, just saying. So if someone's trying to get me in trouble. I don't want to be banned off TikTok. Oh yeah, wait. I don't want to be banned TikTok tonight, is what I mean. Just want to have some fun. I'm right behind you. Dude, I believe you. Oh, it's game night tomorrow too. What other app am I gonna ignore you guys with? If not TikTok. Well, I guess it's Lemonade. No, that's probably gonna get banned too. Let's see what they're doing over here. Oh, that they're doing their own thing. Sorry, we're not doing posts today. Instagram, perhaps Instagram. I don't really want to feed in the meta thing, but I barely oh my god, is that Elvis?
That's how I feel when you guys dick me.
I look like Elvis. Why would you do that to me, Patricia? Oh my god. These things have got out of hand. Oh, Patricia just reached member level 4 on our TikTok team. What is that? Oh, the fucking race car track. I'm sorry if you guys can hear that. Yeah. Gotta toss out a few. No, that's no one, none of those jokes. I'm only triple VIP. Gotta step up my game. Yeah. Brenda, how you doing? We're just over here talking about, just honestly, started with TikTok and we're just kind of hanging out now. If anybody has anything to talk about as far as the TikTok ban or anything, really. Hey Katie, how you doing? I see you. But yeah, today has been mostly setting up for this. Thank you for... What did you do? Oh. Thank you for the... Doesn't tell me what you did. Yeah, I think Bertosaurus is, or Dino Lady, I call her. Hey Katie. I think she's gonna jump into voice, because I would really like to know her opinion. On it. Like, people assume just because I want to talk about it, I only want to talk to people that have the same outlook on the everything that I do, and no, I want people that have the opposite too. Like, I want to, like, kind of, you know, because even though we have kind of opposite outlooks on it, it's kind of we're both, I mean, we're in the same boat, but yeah, it definitely needs to be different, especially with the younger crowds that are getting, you know, fed this TikTok algorithm that works differently for them than it does for us. I just got home and we'll turn on the PC. Okay, because it clearly works different for kids. Teenagers think like they're all muddled up. Cause I can't imagine. But you're lost when you're a teenager, especially if you're a girl. Guys just sit there and play around with it. Girls, man, I can't even imagine. My life is better for never having used it. Discuss. And oh my God, Clavicus. So okay, do you think that, because you mentioned something akin to that people are better without it or something like that. Some people think that if TikTok disappears, people become more productive in their daily lives and shit like that too. Like it's like a drug or something.
Yeah, all social media is like that, though. Like,
Yeah, I agree. That's what I'm saying. But people say,
before
yeah,
huh?
yeah, that's why I agree completely.
Like even me, like I'm saying that, but even me, I have a problem. Like I'll wake up and the first thing I'll do is I'll grab my phone, I'll open up Instagram, I'll see who's posted, I'll scroll a little bit, and then I'll check Twitter. I could be doing all kinds of other stuff. I could be getting going. I could get dressed, do this, that, the other thing.
I could be a successful streamer. Wow, what would that be like? I'm successful making friends, but not streaming. Okay, Raid says, I grounded my kid for a week. No phone, no PC. She started doing art and writing lyrics.
That's dope.
Because, yeah, kids have to, like, they'll fucking go nuts if they don't do something. So if you take away the thing that's getting in the way, yup. So maybe there's something to it. To be honest, I wouldn't miss TikTok. Just because for the promoting the Twitch angle, because it has good reach, it has good promoting aspects, you know. Ads just started on TikTok. It's only once an hour for 3 minutes. There needs to be balance. I agree. A generation where between inside and out. Her 8th birthday. What? So, I don't know. I guess I'll live either way, honestly. We'll find a, you know. Will more, because a lot of streamers went to TikTok and left Twitch. I wonder if they'll all come back to Twitch or Kick. Because I don't think Kick is better, and I know some people disagree. I don't think the Kick streaming service is better. And they will not, they have the same claims as, fuck, was that site we started on? Got nothing. Mixer, fuck. Mixer, Team Rocket, how you doing? It's been a while, a week to be exact. But yeah, in Mixer, they were claiming they were gonna take over, like Twitch would be a distant memory, and Kick is kind of doing the same thing. But they're saying YouTube will be history and all that, and I'm just like, nope.
I heard the cake was a lie.
Yeah, what do you guys talk about Cake for? And I know what you're talking about. I don't have access to any way. Are you in our Discord? Let me check. How do I get to the side thing? Oh, that's how I do it. Let me fix. Yeah. Are you in here? I can't read stuff. Hold on. Yeah, I don't think you're in here. If can you speak in general or creep chat? And then I'll find you. Oh, I forgot to change her stuff. Add role. There. Patricia, I added you. Just in general chat. I don't have... My general chat is creep chat. If you're anywhere. There. I know some people left. And that's okay. Yeah, I don't see anyone online. I don't see you online at all. Oh, I know the problem. You're in the old one. I can DM you the link. I forgot that people still are in there. 'Cause I got locked out. Let me find you. There you are. And sent.
Been away, but now I'm back.
Someone is back, apparently. Oh, he just did it. Okay, that's funny. YouTube's demographic is different. It's recorded content that isn't VODs. It's not going anywhere. Oh, I know it's not. Also, it records your entire stream if you stream there. They just have to work on other stuff. Hold on. They have to work on visibility for their stuff. I'm gonna add the creep roll to you. I'll figure out streaming stuff later. Oh, there. Now you should be able to do it.
Hello, hello.
There you are.
Hi.
Hello. But, how do I get back to the thing? Where's the live? I don't know how to do it.
Sorry to derail there.
Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. So, yeah, so what is your take on this whole TikTok stuff? I'd like to hear it.
Well, I don't know if I have a good take. I certainly see both sides because I work in IT for a living, and
IT, you said?
yeah.
Okay.
So, I know I have to be pretty well versed in cybersecurity and, privacy and that
Mhm.
kind of stuff for my job. So I can sort of see it, but I can also see it's just weird how it seemed like people on TikTok were very critical of like the Israel Gaza situation in particular, and then whoa, all of a sudden now everybody wants to ban TikTok. But I do see and I understand the implications that like everybody talks about the algorithm, how it knows us in crazy ways. Sometimes it's creepy. Honestly, it's creepy what the algorithm knows
Right.
about you in a lot of ways. And
You need to
I
add
think
me
the
as a
biggest
friend. It's
concern
Shadow
is that
Majesty with a period
by
on
Chinese
Discord.
law, the
Rain.
government of
And then
China
I can add you.
could order ByteDance to turn over our data. Like that's the concern.
Oh, yeah.
That's what they're saying, and I understand that, but I also think the timing's weird. But I also agree with Wicked that it's doing a lot to our kids in very negative ways, and you see a lot of groupthink, and I think it's only like fueled a lot of our political atmosphere. Not to say that like the mainstream media is good. I think that the lack of integrity in mainstream media has driven a lot of people to platforms like TikTok, and it kind of creates an echo chamber. I don't know. I think it does create an echo chamber for political ideologies on both sides. And that's kind of sketchy, but it's all how we handle technology responsibly. I think everything's going to go dark tomorrow for the United States. But I think it's not going to last forever. I don't think it's permanent. That's my opinion.
I agree that probably won't be. However, here's another little bit of a take. People didn't really identify people or not identify people, but give them shit for their political stuff as much until TikTok became like this whole thing where it was your identity, really your identity. A lot of people didn't just, you know what I mean? If someone like, hey, I vote for this guy, I vote for this guy, and it wasn't as much of a thing. Now people will literally fuck you up for being the opposite of what they think you should be. And I think TikTok has a little bit to do with that. On the same issue, though, I think people should have their own way of thinking, and people shouldn't punch you in the face for it or whatever. I think that's odd that that's even a thing.
No, I totally agree with that. We've lost behind the semi-anonymity of the internet. We've lost being human to one another and what it means to be, in a society with other people. Like, we just treat each other like crap, and over differing opinions or whatever, or just bullying or whatnot. So it's how we've used technology. Like, obviously it's like what I do for a living, and I love technology. My whole life is tech. But
so did you add Shadow Majesty with a period at the end?
It's very detrimental
That's the
in a
only
lot of ways
difference from
because
the
the
last one.
we choose to use it.
If you sent it, then it may be taking a while.
To crap on each other.
Just letting you know.
Through the internet, for whatever. It doesn't even have to be politics. While I agree that's like a major thing that, I'm old, so 20 years ago you didn't see that, or even 5 years ago it didn't seem to be that as much.
Well, because people are told they should hate the opposite end of this spectrum, or for there it is. For like, if someone likes Trump, people shouldn't be so fucking mad at people that like Trump. Just like people shouldn't be so mad that they like Biden. I think people are ridiculous to like Biden. He fucking, whatever. But if you were to tell me, oh, I love Biden, I'm not going to be like, well, we can't be friends anymore, because I don't give a shit who you voted for, who you like. That has nothing to do with me. We're going to think differently. It's impossible to have friends that think exactly like you are boring, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's that whole echo chamber thing. It's like the algorithm creates an echo chamber. It feeds us what we want to hear and what we want to know, and it becomes this cycle of, I imagine that on each side of the political spectrum is like, you're fed the content that makes you the angriest of the other side, and so I think it's difficult for people to be intentional about building their algorithm to get differing opinions, and I think it is important to have different opinions. I think it is important to be able to, at least understand the perspectives of the other side. You don't have to agree. I don't think you should agree. I think everybody has a right to their own political or ideological perspectives, but it's important to at least understand. Like, I remember after the first election of Trump, like, I had a friend at work who was like, honestly, he was devastated, and I was like, just help me understand. Like, I just want to understand, And we had like a really good talk about it, and at least I understood where he was coming from and the fear he had and the reasons he had that fear. I can say I don't think that it was, well-founded fears, but at least I can understand where he's coming from and have respect for him as a human being, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to agree. And that's one of the things that we I think we should do better, whether it's YouTube or Instagram or whatever, is actually seek out differing opinions like you do here. And that's one of the things I really respect about you is not wanting to create an echo chamber on this topic, actually wanting to hear what other people think about it instead of just collecting a bunch of people who agree with you.
Yeah, it's not fun. That's not, it's just, oh, we all agree. Conversation over, because what are you going to talk about? You know what I mean? And also, people don't need to get mean to each other, because, like, because Wicked has some differing opinions, than I have. Okay, like I just asked them some questions, so I can better understand. And I get it, and it's not coming from nowhere, you know what I mean? It's legitimate things that he worries about and other people worry about too. And it's legit, you know.
It is, and I think what is something I do truly respect is if we try to understand one another, yeah, we don't have to agree. I think that's actually a bad thing to all agree on the same way of thinking or the way things should be. Like, we should have different ideas, but understanding each other is where it comes down, right? And I think we could do a much better job, creating spaces like that. And unfortunately, and maybe this is my echo chamber talking, I feel like there's a lack of that, at least from, the more liberal side of the fence seems to be more passionate and ready to cut people out of their lives over politics. And I'm like, man, it's like life is so much bigger than politics. And and like taking this idea that, oh well, you voted for this person, this means that you are that. That's crazy. Like, people have their reasons for voting whichever way they vote. I don't care.
Like, I want change, especially in our tax system. That's why I'm happy with what's coming, and everyone always says rich people bad. I'm like, well, most of that comes from envy. I'm not saying rich people are good. They are spoiled, a lot of them. Some are bad, but you can't say all people that have money are shit, and you can't control how much money they make either, because that would be a whole nother form of control. You can't just say, oh, once you hit a certain point of making money, you have to give that to the poor. No, that's their money. I know there are people that swindle them, but that's such a small amount of the whole thing, you know what I mean? Just because one person, I'm just saying this for example, do shitty things, doesn't mean all the people in that category will do all the shitty things. That doesn't even make sense. That's like saying because one person harmed another, that all people are shit. That doesn't make any sense either. And a lot of people think that way too. They think that all people are crap, so they stay away from them. I'm like, dude, just if someone's crap, walk away from that person. Next, it's easy. It's not always easy, but you know what I mean. Like, family seems to be, there's always one. Sorry about the stomping if you guys hear that. But that's the little one. She's 4 years old and she stomps harder than her giant father. He's a tall dude. But yeah, I forgot what I was talking about. Anyways.
It's like, well, you're talking about how we have this propensity to judge a whole group of people.
Oh yeah.
Based on one, right? It's kind of like saying, oh well, Charles Manson was a man, so all men are cannibals.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's like, that's so stupid to me. Like,
and most people don't think.
Yeah.
Most people don't think the same way. They just heard someone say something and like, well, I don't want to be judged, so I'm gonna think this way. She's not that loud in the background, to be honest. All right, thank you, Patricia, for letting me know that. Okay, I appreciate that, because I don't hear it so much.
There's good and bad with this thing, I think, and maybe really the root thing is we need a better relationship with social media as a whole. And I don't think that's going to come out of this or anything, but I think it'll be temporary. And I think people also need to be more careful about what they post online, truly. Don't get me wrong, I love a good TikTok drama sometimes of things, but at the same time, I look at people and the things that they have the audacity to post about their personal lives. I'm like, you have no concept of personal privacy or safety.
Then they
That
complain
kinda
at people
scares
that
me.
give their opinion on the subject. They're like, it's my life. They're like, well, don't post it on social media. You know, it's weird. I have come across, like, I've debated a lot of people since TikTok has started, and here's the thing: someone believes wholeheartedly, even if it's completely absurd, you will not change their mind. Just let them people do what they gotta do, believe what they want to believe. You don't have to be in that universe. You don't have to stay in that universe. You can go back to your own. People are not going to be exact. They're just going to be themselves. And they have their reasons for believing what they believe. Just how it
Yeah.
always will be.
Unless you find people who want to learn and want to be open-minded and want to feed themselves with differing opinions. Like, I am that kind of person. My Twitter is so weird, honest, or X or whatever it is. My Twitter is so weird. It's like both extreme ends of the spectrum. It's funny. Like, I have just tons of bring opposite ends of the political spectrum on my X feed. And I kind of like it, you know. I get to understand a little bit. I can't say I agree with a good chunk of what I see, but at least I understand the perspectives, and I can go, you know, I think a lot of people, it's easy for, and I hate talking politics because I'm not a very political person, to be honest, but you know, in the instance of Trump, God, they love to hate him. And yeah, there's like honestly a lot to hate, but then I look at what that end has been fed, and that end has been fed chopped up sound bites that made it sound like he said something horrible that he
Yeah.
actually never said. And so of course they're going to think that he's the devil. Like,
Yeah.
that's what they've heard, is he is the
And when
literal
something
devil. And he
tells,
literally called everybody racist, and all the Mexicans are bad people and they're rapists and all this stuff. That's not what
Yeah.
he said, but that's what they've heard, and it's kind of like not their fault too.
that's what happens when you get fed the information only on one side too for a long time, which, like Biden or not, during his presidency, there's a chunk of it where we were only getting one side, and a lot of the stuff was blocked from us because of Twitter. And not
Yeah.
just that, but, and then like people are like, you never even saw Trump anywhere. Like, and it was almost never. And then it was clearly being blocked from us. And then when you did see it, it was all bad stuff.
Yeah, and that mass manipulation has led people to
Yeah.
places like TikTok too, because like you see it, like if you've got your eyes open or you've like paid attention, it's kind of scary.
I think
Yeah.
a lot of the Harris campaign was fear mongering.
I agree. I'm
Like, I tried to, like, I like to be objective and listen. So I tried to listen a couple times to some stuff that she would say and things. And it was not a lot of anything that made any sense. It was just, Trump is bad. Trump is evil. Trump is this. Trump is that. You don't want Trump. You want me.
yeah.
Me, I. And like, not a lot of actual policies.
A lot of
I heard.
smear campaign tactics.
Yep.
Zan says, look at what AI can do. Deep fakes are going to be a big problem going forward, and how do you find the truth? There's literally very convincing AI.
Yeah.
Like, you have to really look, like, and be like, yeah, that's AI. Is it AI? Like, and so many people believe what they say instantly to be true. 1 second they're seeing this post, and then the other second they're making a post that's identical, but just a different person behind saying the exact same stuff. And when you keep hearing it, you start to believe, or it turns you bitter because people keep whispering in your ear all this crap and you know it's not true. So that's the problem. I think regardless, going forward, it's gonna start to become better. Not in all areas, that's gonna take time. And maybe not with Trump specifically. I think he has some good ideas if he pushes them through, or can even get that like thing to happen, like where they call it the External Revenue Service. I think that's kind of a cool idea, personally. A lot of people
I like
don't.
the idea of government efficiency for sure. Like some of the things that we fund are pretty crazy, like the Orange Barrel Preservation Society. You're kidding me, right? Like some of that stuff is well overdue to be
I
cut
have not
out, and
seen.
so I'm excited for some of that.
I'll check it
but,
out sometime.
You know, but there's there's got to be balance to it, and that is one thing I did appreciate is like I did appreciate that on the transition team that there were Democrats, because I almost wish that was mandatory. You know, I wish that there was a balance in that transfer so that it's not that even like a political echo chamber in transfer and it's just all going to be this one side, whichever side it is. I like that there was multiple perspectives and opinions brought into this transition. I think that is ultimately a good thing, because I always look at it like the Republicans are like the brain, they're the logical, like, gotta cut the budget, gotta be in balanced spending, right? And then the Democrats are like the heart, we gotta take care of everybody kind of heart, right? Well, the body can't exist without the brain. The body can't exist without the heart. You have to have both, because you can't have one without the other. So I think, I use that analogy with politics because
Rockin' Country, how you
our
doing?
country is better for both the
Thank you
brain
for
and the
stopping
heart.
in.
And we can't have a country of just one or the other.
I know.
It wouldn't work right. We have to have heart and brain.
But some of the time, like here, and I'm right leaning, and I'm not afraid to say it. However, like just sometimes when you hear something that you view as just ridiculous, you're just like, my brain hurts, and I don't understand why they see this as a good idea, not a bad idea. And why do they keep using our money for nonsense? Like literal nonsense has nothing to do with our country. We don't have to bail everyone out. That's not what we do. And how can we when we run out of everything? We need to be good that we can be good to others. If we're not, then everyone fails. Or maybe they should start carrying their own weight sometimes. It sounds kind of awful, doesn't it? But it doesn't mean it's not true.
There's to be a balance. That's the point. Is it can't be like I have a couple of family members who take advantage of some of the social services, in my opinion, and don't hold jobs. I'm like, man, that's so sketchy. Like, you just want to chill at home and play video games all day. Like, don't we all? But, again, like, there are people that legitimately need help and they deserve that help. And I do think that the government should have a role in helping its constituents.
I agree,
but
Sam.
Does it come to this extent where people can just ride on the government's back and unchecked or whatever? I think there is some check, but it's not enough. And these systems are created to create dependency instead
Exactly.
of
And that's not good, because as soon as the government says this is what's happening, they're just like, okay, daddy. Like, it's because they don't want to lose their benefits, which, like, you can have a lot more benefits by doing it yourself. Actually, some of us, like I'm disabled, and I try to do as much as I can by myself, but I can't do everything, physically unable to do so. But I knew someone she had depression, and she collected more disability than I did. Now, how is that right? that's messed up. Depression, really? I mean, depression is a problem, yes, but not to the point where you should be collecting money from the government, or technically it's from the people. But
yeah, if your condition is so severe you literally cannot work,
thank you for the follow.
I think there should be allowances for that, and I think that
I appreciate you.
there are cases. However, the system is designed to keep you on disability, not get you the help you need to get out of disability. And that's my family members. They're, both mental related conditions that, I'm not trying to say they don't have those things, but, like, frankly, I know a lot of crazy people. I wasn't nutso, right? But, it doesn't mean that I should stay that way and just have the government pay me to stay that way. Why not? Grow out of that if you can. And not all disabilities, and most disabilities you can't. And I was disabled for a good chunk of time. I should have gone to collect disability. I'm too damn stubborn to do it. But, and that's why I do feel like, yes, those social services are a vital and necessary part, but our bloat
Thank you, Swisher. Appreciate the alert.
Country is crazy. And then, and then come back to the TikTok ban. It's like, where is government's role in our lives, to the extent of saying what services we may or may not consume? Or is it their job to intervene in a situation like this, or just be like, well, you're stupid enough
it's
to
not
put
their
your
job,
information online,
by the way.
Right?
It's definitely not their job. That's not the role of government at all. They created the rules that they force on the people. We have the power, or do we anymore, to say no? Because
I think we have the illusion of power.
Well, because we have the power to say no to our government, except so many people have been docile about it. They will speak loudly on social media while they're indoors. They're not willing to give up anything in order, because if someone's like, you could fix everything if you leave all your if you leave your Nintendo at home and let's march with us, they would never do that. They're like, but my Nintendo. And that's the problem. That's just an example. But they don't want to lose everything that they have. I would leave everything I have if... okay, so they could pay right now a surgery that would correct my back. But they won't. But they will pay me for the rest of my life every month. They could save tons of taxpayer money for just fixing my back, but the insurance won't cover it. I'm sorry, I switched from one thing to another really quick. My apologies. That's what I do.
No, you're good.
Like my brain, but
I'm doing the same thing. So I don't know. I just think the system creates dependency. And I think you've got that perfect story too. The system creates dependency, but we're gonna have the same bloated, over legislative, overly legalized society until we have term limits. That's the one thing that Americans need to demand is term limits, and be loud about it. Not just on social media, and not just complain about it in their little spaces or whatever.
So
but term limits, I think, is really the only true way that we could have the change that is necessary in this country, is to have fresh, new voices, not 40, 50 year, careers in government.
Yeah. Real quick, Raid says, what the Emperor does when his people are asking questions and don't like the policies of the Emperor, he sends them to the circus. He builds a giant coliseum. He throws Christians to lions. He has great chariot races, football and basketball games, all to keep the let's just say less than smart preoccupied with things that don't mean anything in the scheme of the entire world, so that they don't have the time to learn the truth or what the truth is, and never get smart enough to see how they are being manipulated and never question him. And then Swisher says billions of dollars for the homeless, but if they don't have homeless, then they don't get paid, so they don't help. Yeah, so that sometimes you feel like we are in like a weird slash republic slash monarchy sometimes. Like, as it's like, look at what this, look, I want this, people are saying in the government, but when we say we want this, like, how the hell does 9 people say no TikTok when there's 178 million saying they want TikTok? That's on the other side of things, obviously, but whoops.
I think they
There-
upheld the legality of the ban, but I
Yeah,
don't know. Like, do they agree with it fundamentally?
who knows?
I wonder if it's like more like I do wonder the personal opinion of, you know, the Supreme Court, each justice. Like, do they believe in it from a completely legal and moral standpoint, or is it just the legal perspective? I'd totally be curious. I know we'll never know, but
I think it's something that people don't know is what's happening here, and they don't want to share. They just want to fix a problem that could happen, but probably won't happen. Who knows? I think it's something that people don't have, so they let the people run with whatever idea. You know? I think they, Raid says, I think they see it as a weakness to have access to so many people within their own brain rot program. So it's best to not have access to that many Americans.
so what do you think about alternative platforms, though? Like, I'm getting a lot of requests to join, you know, Little Red Book and Lemon 8.
Well, Red Note, but yeah.
Yeah.
Red Note is kind of the whole F you to the government kind of thing. That's why most people are joining that. Lemon 8 is kind of cool, but they don't have the live feature and mostly not videos, just pictures. I enjoy it though. There will be no TikTok app to replace it, or there'll be no app to replace the TikTok, because TikTok is an AI generated app, so it forms to your whole thing. But they're never going to sell the algorithm. Why would they? It's a winning formula. We just want it. And I don't think for pure intentions either. I don't know what they would, you know. Maybe
Did you sign up for the Red Book one?
No, I did not. I'm not trying to, like, what I'm trying to do is, like, I want to put my message out there. I don't care about, oh, this is where everyone else is going. Lemon 8, like, kind of spoke to me, and I went to it, and honestly, like, I already have almost 300 followers. Like, it kind of, I'm enjoying it, and it's really easy and simple. It could be like Life Update, or this is what I'm thinking right now. Bam, it's quick to post. I like it a lot. Red Note, I know they have very high censorship. So if it's really easy to get banned there. That's what I've heard from other people.
Yeah, that one is directly owned by the CCP, and even the app name, I guess, generates from something with one of their leaders, but they have like a list of over 500 nicknames for their dear leader. I'll just say that. And they're all banned. They are all bannable to use 500 and some odd words.
So there is no free speech on Red Note. That's a fact.
Correct, yeah.
It's huge censorship. They're doing it because it's a movement. Most people that do it only are doing it because others do it. It's the popular vote. I like to think for myself. I don't want to be part of the popular vote. That is insane to me.
What about you, Wicked? You think TikTok is not a good thing. So what do you think about people jumping ship to these other ones?
I I think it just creates more problems. I think there should
I
be
agree
like
with you, Raid.
more
Social media has kinda
hardcore
shit on
like
us a bit.
rules or
we
blockage in
let it.
place for especially underage people. Because they're getting on there and they're not only becoming dumbed down by the stuff, but they're like, especially young girls are going on there with not a lot of clothes on, putting themselves out there to become popular, and it's just destroying their image. And they're gonna, they're just gonna wake up one day all grown up and realize that they did a bunch of stupid stuff on the internet that's out there forever. I think.
Yeah.
Where do you think the role of government is with that, though? I mean, that breaks us down to where we are today.
There needs to be better security, and it needs to be enforced by somebody. Like, anybody can like put in a couple of numbers and digits and birth dates, and yeah, I'm 20, not.
Yeah. But that's on all social media, honestly. Like, any person can go on like I say, certain sites with nudity. And I'm speaking a little differently because of TikTok. I'm on TikTok and you have to be careful. But and yeah, but they have that saying, you can be like, I'm 18, click, and you're in. That's kind of like on like TikTok, for instance, and Twitch. And
right. But
they gotta make it
saying,
better. I'm
saying on TikTok, these people, these kids, are able to post things. What they're seeing, they reflect. And what they see people dressed as, they reflect. And it's not good. And it's not good either because a lot of pervs are out there watching them. You know?
That's scary, yeah. They need to work on the security for kids and teens on their like security, keep them out. They shouldn't be out on the platform. Personally, I think it's a very 18 plus platform. And I think, I don't know, I think kids, well, 13 and up or whatever, should have somehow some secured permission from their parents, whether that's their parents' ID or whatever, however that works, in order to create an account or whatever. Something. I don't know. I'm just speaking out my ass, but you know what I mean? Something.
My hot take is, where are the parents? You know, and I'm a parent, and I'm telling you, my kid hates me a lot. Well, not me, but hates parental controls, and I get it, you know. But my job as a parent is to protect him from what I know of the internet. And I know a lot of really bad stuff, you know, and that goes beyond. I mean, I this is how old I am. I used to work for America Online, like a long
America Online. You worked for?
Yeah. I worked for AOL when I was very, very, very young. But so I worked in the terms of service team, and part of what we did was I worked graveyards too, and there was always an adult moderator in every kid's chat room, every one of them. And these moderators would have to forward issues to my team. And I learned things as a very young person that I don't think I would have ever learned my entire life. And it very much colored my perspective about the perils of the internet for children. Even knowing that there were adults in those rooms, there were still people, and you know the word. I'll be careful because you're TikTok too. But
well, they can't hear you on here on TikTok.
Okay,
I just have to watch my stuff.
Okay, all right. I wasn't sure. So, but you know, there's definitely a population that even a bajillion years ago, you know, were soliciting kids, And so I take my responsibility to protect my kid very, very seriously when it comes to the internet.
Mhm.
And I may be the bad guy, but I would rather be the bad guy than have him lured into something, because I have seen that. And I have seen a much older man lure somebody I know, who at the time was all of 16 years old, into an inappropriate relationship, and it messed that guy up for his whole life. And those are the things I'm protecting my child from. So I agree with you, Wicked, in a lot of ways, that the social media spaces for teenagers especially, man, I cannot imagine how that is messing them up. Their whole worldview and their context and their reality shaping by their experiences of what they see and do.
Yeah.
But you just can't overlook the necessity of a parent and their role in protecting their children. And a lot of parents these days just don't take that responsibility as seriously as they should. As a matter of fact, my kiddo was playing a game the other day and said his school name to somebody. No other personal information. And we shut that down and had a very long talk about why that's not appropriate, and watched a video and things like that. So it's not one of those things you go, oh, kids will be kids. It's something you should address
Hey,
immediately.
Reds, how you doing?
And you should be.
Hope you're doing well.
Maybe I'm
Thanks
an
for
outlier.
coming in.
You should monitor your teenagers' social media usage. You should not allow Snapchat in your house. You shouldn't allow those types of things. You need to monitor your kids, because it is your job as an adult, as the adult, to protect them, even from themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, but allowing your kids on the internet at all is kind of opening up a door to the wasteland.
Yeah.
And it's hard to be, because if you don't let them on the internet, they will end up on the internet. The kids find a way every time. And if you say no to them, well, you're just kind of pushing them into making choices that would put them in danger. Which is it's really hard to be a parent nowadays, because you can't even raise your voice anymore, because it's mental abuse or whatever it was they were saying. And timeout doesn't work, and you can't threaten to hit your kids, because that's a kind of abuse. Actually hitting your kids is a kind of abuse. I believe in spanking your kids. I don't believe in punching your kids in the face, but spanking, and I'm not talking about like freaking like with boards and shit like that. I'm talking about just like, hey, that's wrong, And that 4-year-old you might be hearing stomping around, that's whenever she gets mad at something, because they can't raise their voice, they can't spank her. She is a fucking brat. I'm not saying all kids turn out like that, but most kids, because they know they won't get in trouble. They can't get in trouble. The government should have no say in how you raise your kids. 0% say.
You'll squelch their personality.
It should work like your standard laws. You can't just fucking kill, like fucking just beat someone's ass. Kid, adult, it's against the law. You know what I mean? And even if you disagree, I get it. Different parents do different things, but I would never tell someone else how to raise their kid. The government shouldn't either.
Yeah. I value that they do corporal punishment at my kid's school. I think it is a good thing, because it's done very procedurally, with a lot of protections in place.
Mm-hmm.
And I value that a lot. And I've actually drawn a lot from that as well for my own discipline. But it's hard. It is hard. And I get a lot of flack from my kid for not giving him an iPhone at his precious age. And
hey, it's all
well,
I
so
doing.
and so has
Hope
it.
you're
So-and-so
well.
6 years
Just
old
got
has
off
an
my
iPhone.
ban.
I'm like, well, I'm not a parent, Like it's my job to keep you safe, man. And I know you don't like the parental controls. I understand, but you can be mad at me. I'll be the villain in this story. I don't care. I will be the villain. It is hard. it is hard to be a parent today, but it doesn't mean that just because it's hard, you stop trying.
I
You
get
know,
that
you still
sense,
have
Shiz.
to
I'm sorry you
protect your
went through
kids. You
that.
still have to, frankly, you got to invade their privacy. You have to. I think you should allow access to the internet. I do, but it needs to not be unrestricted and unmonitored. Like, it's still your damn job to watch and keep them safe. Like, you can't teach them and engage in those teachable moments if you're not monitoring. And there are tools that help. There are plenty of tools that help you do that. And it's
They didn't
I
have
mean, I
those
get-
tools when I was a kid.
yeah, right. Yeah, I mean, I had full access to the internet before really the internet was a big thing. So, I know.
If you want to climb a
And
tree,
I fell victim to things
we
myself.
the
So I don't
people,
want that for
you
him. And then
do whatever
watching
you're
all that
gonna
stuff
do.
when I worked
I
at
don't know why you'd ask
AOL and-
me.
No, man,
I'm not
you
going
gotta
to give you advice on how to climb a
gotta be
tree
careful,
or
it's crazy
tell you
out there.
that, like, I'm your parent. Do whatever you want to do.
We're probably all at the age of having been beat by our parents.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, not all kids. See, I don't think spanking is beating. Like, that's a different thing. Like, I didn't get spanked. Like, I can't even say it because I'm on TikTok. Actually, I think I'm going to get off TikTok so we can be more direct. Plus, I have to pee, and I don't want to pee in my pants. So if you guys want to discuss some stuff for like 10 minutes, if you want to, do your thing, you guys don't have to. I'm just saying. I'm
You gonna take 10 minutes to pee?
I'm also going to get off TikTok.
Oh.
Just so I don't have to watch what I say anymore. It's not like we're gonna freaking just go nuts, but you know what I mean. I'm finding it
Yeah, I was gonna
hard
say,
to be
if
able
it's-
to talk. Like, but I did tell them I was gonna go on TikTok, and I did for about an hour, a little over an hour. So I think that's good, solid. Yeah. So I'll be right back, guys.
All right.
Feel free
Yeah, I was
to
gonna
talk
say,
amongst
10 minutes to
yourself.
pee. You better go to the doctor. Man,
I
that's
wouldn't.
diabetes.
No. Oh my God. I'll be right back.
Alrighty. So now we're in charge of Shadow's stream here.
I
Kinda
guess.
dangerous, don't you think?
Yeah.
I don't know. You have an older kid though, so
Yeah.
you know.
So, what you were saying about your kid saying his school name online or whatever, I had that happen with my son, only worse. He was playing Xbox. I think he was 12, maybe. And he was playing Xbox, and all of a sudden, he said our town name and state, and I ripped his headphones off. I turned the thing Xbox off, everything, and I just chucked the headphone, and I was like, what the heck are you thinking, dude? Because I talked to him. I had talked to him several times about the seriousness of not telling people who you are, where you live, or anything like that. And I just heard him say those two words, and I was like, oh my God, what have you done? But yeah.
And they don't understand it, you know. So we watched a video.
And tell him that like
Yeah, he was like saying, "Oh, he's my age and he's this and he's that." I was like, "You don't know that, dude."
Yeah, it's like it's hard, you know. I made sure to not react right away because I was pretty frustrated, but went and found a video.
Mhm.
So because his age, it's more age appropriate. I try not to talk about all of those specifics for these same exact reasons, right? But it's more age appropriate to watch a video with him than lecture,
Yeah.
Not that he's tiny, not that he's 6 or anything like that, but he's still just in elementary school, So a video is more appropriate for an elementary school kid.
Yeah.
And kind of helping him to understand like that the pieces of information that you put out there build a story, and you don't know who's on the other side.
Right.
The Reed says later in life I figured out. Let's see. Oh, hold on. I got like way behind. I guess.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely like parents and stuff like that. And man, that's rough to hear, Reed. Oof. Yeah, there are a lot of monsters in the world. That's why I'm always still just preaching the importance of safety to people. And then, like, you were around for all this stuff that Halo went through with that person, the psycho, and then it happened to my mom too. So I told the little one about that, you know, about the, you know, like that person was her friend,
Yeah.
you know, and then he just went, whoop, just went off the deep end. It's like you don't even know who you're talking to half the time. It's kind of weird.
That was messed up.
Yeah. That was,
Something about getting beat in Halo or something.
well, I if I remember right, I thought it was about they were like timing each other out in her channel. Like he did it and then somebody did it to him and he like just flipped his lid over it, you know?
Well, there was a
I could be
lot
wrong.
of backstory. I think it started with he was in a bad headspace or something, and they 1v1'd in Halo one night, and he got really pissed off and he quit. And then I think Mike or Evil, whatever you want to call, made fun of him, and then it became a running joke, and it kind of ate at him maybe. And yeah, one thing led to another, and you know, yeah, I think the timing out stuff too was, you know, I think that was part of it. It was all like, I think it was like I don't know, like high school bullying kind of, but
Yeah,
like,
it might have been like a straw that broke the camel's back and I just heard about the straw.
yeah,
But yeah, he flipped and put a lot of time and energy into harassing everybody because of
yeah,
it. So I did tell the kiddo about that because I wanted him to actually hear real life, like even if you think you know, he's, well, what's the harm? These kids are in 7th grade, like you don't know that, you know. So I tried to use that as like, you know, like she knew this person in a sense, but that didn't stop them from like kind of flipping their lid. So, you know, you think you know a person, but trust takes time and it takes more than just talking over the internet.
yeah.
I think, you know. And then one of these days, I'll actually get to meet you in person and not have to just talk over the internet.
Hey, you could have.
I thought that they had it all handled. I clearly
True.
was wrong. I was like, okay, cool, like they got that all sorted out.
Yeah. I thought we were gonna like meet up at that place called Jinja or something. Jinja.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. And yeah, and then I found out that by the time I got in touch or whatever, it was a little too late. But oh, it was a busy week anyway. But yeah, one of these days it all worked out. But
Yeah.
no, I think it's important to meet people and actually like see them face to face. Because whether we like it or not, we all do some level of image management, you know, like especially social media is like such a lie. Like so many people just post all this happy, like, oh my gosh, my life is perfect. My life couldn't be so much more perfect. I'm perfect. It's perfect. Everything is perfect. And it's a
Right.
lie. It's such garbage. It's absolute garbage. And it makes these like young kids go, okay, well, I must be fundamentally messed up because my life is not like what I see on social media. So what's wrong with me?
Exactly.
I'm not all of these things. I'm not rich at the age of 12. What am I doing wrong? It's like, wait, what?
I'm back, by the way.
Hey, welcome back.
Also, to add to that, like the young girls that see the older women doing what they do, they're like, oh, that's obviously how a woman's supposed to act.
Yeah.
And then they become little, you know, hoe bags. Oh, that feels good to say. Not to children.
Let's say
I mean,
you
to
are
like,
definitely off TikTok now.
oh my God. But I'm serious though, and they don't know. They think that's like how they're like, oh, okay. Either this is how to attract a man, just have your shit out, or I'm a lesbian, but they're not really. That's just the thing. I'm not saying that lesbians are being gay is bad. I'm just saying, sometimes young kids say they are. You don't know anything about it, so how can you be? But then again, identity. It's an identity thing. You have to be. You have to be different things before you become the thing you are. You know what I mean?
Everybody's fighting so hard to be different that they end up being the same.
Yeah.
If you guys don't mind, I'm gonna go through some of this and read some of the comments.
Yeah.
Later on in life, figured out that you attempted things with my. Let's try this. Hold on, I missed something. Try
I did the same exact thing.
TV cables, belts, fist, switches, guitar straps. It wasn't cool. See, that's different thing than we're talking about. And I know you're just trying to tell us your experience. I'm just talking about spanking. Not any of those stuff. That's literally abuse. So if they hit you within a belt and shit, dude. It wasn't cool. We were poor and eating got us in trouble. My dad was. That's how I was. My dad was an abusive alcoholic. My mom was severely depressed and escaped whenever she could. So my whole experience is the refrigerator was locked, the cabinets were locked, like we weren't allowed to eat unless we were allowed to eat, which was usually once or twice a day, and half the time for dinner or lunch or breakfast, whenever they decided to feed us, it was like peanut butter sandwich. That's how, and you'd think I'd hate it now. Okay, I want to make sure this isn't an emergency because I'm getting a lot of text and stuff. Hold on. Okay, not an emergency.
I won't tell you about my upbringing because you guys actually know my mom, so I'll just keep my mouth shut.
You can discuss whatever you like. I know that people do make mistakes and they do grow out of it. A lot of the time, you have to want to change, but there are lots of parents that did wrong when they were younger. I even told my mom I forgive her for the stuff. The last time I really had a conversation with her, I'm like, I forgive you for all that crap you did. You were young. You had me. You got pregnant when you're 15 by a 35-year-old man. I'm like, you had your own stuff going on. I forgive you. Going forward, however, you are going to be deciding how much involvement you want in my life. You will be the one who calls. You will be the one that, I'm not going out of my way just so that you could tell me that stuff like, too bad I'm going to hell because I don't believe in God, so you won't see me in heaven. And that's a weird thing to say to someone that you claim you love. And she wasn't even a Christian most of her life, so that's even weirder. I wasn't raised as a Christian. So to tell me all of a sudden, I don't know. She likes to tell me all this stuff that happened that didn't happen. I know because I was there. We all have some of the stuff that the young ones now complain about their parents is ridiculous. Like I'll say, like, oh, they take my phone away all the time. Like, well, if you weren't a little bitch, maybe, it's what, like, we've actually, like, I don't know, Wicked, we haven't talked much about your whole thing, but I think you said you had, I don't know if you said you had a rough childhood or not, but
it wasn't as rough as like a lot of people. Like I hear stories and I'm like, oh, okay, mine wasn't that bad. My dad like hit me a few times when he was drunk, so it wasn't like.
But you experienced it, and I'm just saying they don't. Most kids today don't experience that, because like going to jail because you're being a parent. I'm not saying punching your kids is a parent, but just because you spanked your kid, or not even going to jail, just losing your kid. Sometimes you have to give up your kids. Just, like, it's crazy. It's fucking bonkers. And then there's all these freaking adults are actually not being good parents, and they somehow get to fly under the radar. But yeah,
I don't talk about mine with you all, not because like I'm ashamed or anything, but my mom is definitely not the person she was, and I don't ever want anybody to think of her the way I knew her, because she's not the same. I don't feel like that's fair, you know. Her and my dad both, like, they were in a pretty abusive relationship with one another. Like, both of them were at fault, truly, but you know, like, once they got away from each other, they both grew tremendously. And like, I don't ever want anybody to think differently of my mom, because she's not that person, you know.
I've actually met her. I think Wicked did too, right? Wicked, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so we
Yeah,
actually
you did.
met her. But dude, like, most people can't even view me as a womanizer. When I say womanizer, I mean I did some bad stuff. I had an addiction to married women, and that sounds weird to say, but if you saw me, you'd be like, yup. I would be with a woman, not technically, because I never cheated while in a relationship, but I have broken up with a woman to sleep with either her best friend or sister or someone she knows that she didn't want me to sleep with, and then go back to her and then just not tell her. Stuff like that. I once went home with a woman, let her make me a sandwich while she rubbed my back, and I didn't want to sleep with her, so I ate the sandwich and then left. Probably the kind of funny, like, not then, like, it's not funny, what's the word? It's a weird, like, because I was hungry, so she was expecting to get some. I totally led her on, and I just left. That's not even the worst of it, man. See, Ray knows some of the bad stuff I've done, and I feel so proud of it back then. And now I feel so bad about it. I don't know what flicked on or off a switch, but most people today that know me says, I cannot even imagine you like that. I'm like, I literally woke up and I'm like, I don't want to be a piece of shit anymore. I'm sick of being, because when you are, everyone around you, you discover, not everyone, but a good chunk of them are horrible people. You reflect them and they reflect you. It's, I don't know. At one point you're like, man, I did so much bad. Why did I do that? And I constantly get down on myself. But yeah, I definitely still get down on myself, and yeah, that's all I have to say about that.
I was a horrible human being, and I loathed myself, and I was just awful, and I'm so glad to not be that person anymore. I used to look in the mirror and just go, God, I hate you. You should, you know, I thought really bad things and tried bad things because I hated myself so much. And I'm glad I don't, you know, I'm not that person anymore. And it's just something about getting older, I guess. I don't know. But I probably my mid 20s, I just kind of threw my hands up and said, I'm tired of this crap. I'm tired of living like this.
I didn't get mine till I was 30 or so. And mine was, I had some things happen to me. I'm like, that's what that fucking feels like. Yuck. Like, and like I had a woman that I didn't necessarily love, but she was good. It's hard to say. Like, it was a good situation that I fucked up. Real quick, I'm gonna read this from right. I think it's fair to say nobody deserves to experience unnecessary anger or volatile environments. We all are a victim when we are young, when we are powerless to our parents or people we trust, and we are so young, it feels like it's supposed to be normal until we grow up and realize it wasn't fair to us or right. It doesn't always stem from self-hate too. I've struggled with negativity my entire life. I tried hanging myself when I was 8 because I always thought about dying so much. I thought it's what I wanted or what I needed to do. A human mind is a crazy thing to try and understand. Yeah, a lot of people don't know. I'm gonna just put it out there. I had a daughter that passed away, and I tried twice in my life. And I'm like, I ain't trying hard enough. I gotta find a weapon that really will do it. I've never cut myself in that way, because I would have succeeded. But I never tried to hang myself. But I tried to overdose on drugs that I apparently had a high tolerance to. This is why we're off TikTok and we're getting to the nitty gritty, because I would already be banned right now. But I had tried, like, I don't even know how I survived. But wait, you're like, I don't want to be here anymore. And when this is the real shit, people go through it, yeah. And I wanted to die, and there's still it comes up a little bit, but my mother tried to commit suicide in front of us, so that helps. It sounds weird, but it makes me hate suicide, so I will never do it. But when I was in my state, that was then, still kind of takes me back into a dark place I want to be, but I figured out that you had to push through it. I don't really cry anymore about it when I speak of it, but I used to get choked up just talking about it, to a point where I'd be like, I can't do that. Let's talk about anything else. But it was rough. It was very rough.
It's understandable. I mean, I'd argue that most people have some sort of trauma, on some level, and there's no trauma Olympics. Nobody wins for the most trauma.
I know,
right?
That's why I try and say,
yeah, and my trauma is just as valid as anybody else's, right? And what's important is when we are ready is to try to make the choices to get on the right path from what we've been through. And nobody's trauma is worse or better, right? I think everybody's reality is what they've lived through.
Yeah.
And yeah, again, there's no Olympics, and everybody has a story. That's why I still feel like, especially coming down to politics, so just be nice to people. Like, we all have a story. We all have circumstances. We all have perspectives. We all have very similar things in that way. And I think we all should try on some level to not be crappy to one another,
On a level, and it's a weird level, if I didn't go through what I did in my childhood, I think I would have went catatonic, and I would have went into some assisted living thing. I'd honestly, so in a weird way, I think that, and it's not right, it's just the reality. And Raid, I just want to say that I'm glad you didn't succeed in anything you did, because we're happy to still have you here, and your life now dictates that you just had to wait longer than most to find your happiness.
I'm glad we're out here.
I was there, like, through a lot of his, not through that stuff when he was young. I knew him when he was young, but not that young. But he went through it, and some of it we kind of went through together. And me and him have had our, honestly, I don't know why we're friends. We've went through some bad stuff, but family, the real family, it's fucking around whether you like it or not. Not they don't like it, that's not what I meant, but yeah. I get angry when people fuck with my friends too. I'm just saying, like, I get really, like, Ray does not need my help. but there's been times where I want to punch a chick right in the face. Not, I wouldn't, but there's been times and I'm just like, man, I will. Just because they're so disrespectful. People, but I would never. I was raised by women, and that's not why I don't. My grandmother. Well, a lot of people don't realize that's men who create life and women that hold and nurture it. So she's like, it's always you value the vessel kind of thing. It's one of the most important, because like earth is the vessel for the seed. I know it sounds really weird and old hippie stuff, but that's how I was raised. I was raised talking about the old pagan ways and stuff like that. And I know pagan, everyone's like witch and warlocks. No, pagan is literally it just means you weren't Christian. But I was raised hearing that the ground is a vessel for the seed, and the seed cannot sprout without the vessel, kind of thing, stuff. So I always think that in my head. I'm like, okay, this bitch has to be crazy or horrible for me to punch him. Like,
I just think that if a woman steps up to a man and slaps him, that he actually has a right to defend himself.
I go by the if it hurts me, you know.
Yeah.
I'm like,
no, and I respect that too. Like if she hits you and it's just like, oh, it was like a flea.
Like, oh, that hurt. You must be trans. Just kidding. I'm just totally kidding. Totally kidding. I'm totally kidding.
Burn for
but
laughing.
That's why we're not on TikTok.
Then you gotta go by the rule. Well, am I leaking tranny fluid now, or am I good?
No.
So I would have been banned 10 times over. They would have sent me an email and a letter to my home. Just kidding. But
had you arrested for crimes against humanity. Well, you know.
Sorry.
No, I don't.
No, it's funny.
I don't know. I am also a right-leaning person, and I am a Christian, but I was not raised Christian. I was raised atheist, so I don't push my beliefs on people because that sucked. I hated that. It made me have 0% respect for the faith when I was young and a young adult because of how people handled that. So, but no, I lean right, things like that. But I do try to have understanding on the whole spectrum. I don't ever want to be in an echo chamber.
Yeah, well, see, I ultimately disagree with, and I'm talking about the whole spectrum for the transgender thing. However, I believe in people, and if they have the decision to make, that's on them. I don't believe that the trans kids should be forced or convinced to make a decision to alter their bodies until they are of age. Stuff like that. And that
I agree with that.
But someone that completely disagrees with that, and that's cool if someone disagrees with that, that's just my point. That's how I see it. I see it as I don't see it as strange, really. I mean, I used to fucking get in makeup and wear dresses before, like when I was in my glamour goth stage. Excuse me. So I get your people trying to find themselves, and some people literally do feel that way, and sometimes it's a mental disorder, and sometimes it's just having fun, whatever. So I don't believe there should be any law to prevent it, but there also should be never any law to tell us we have to pay for people that want to be that way. I don't believe in that.
No, I think minors cannot, if they can't smoke, they can't own a gun, they can't get tattoos. I don't think that they should be allowed to and I'm not saying like I'm against it or anything like that. I'm just against it for minors.
Which they're good points, though. I mean,
yeah, I was not. I at 16 I am dramatically different than I was at 16. Okay, like you, I'm not even like you'd be like no way. So I just have, and I take issue with that. You know, if you if they can't be trusted to smoke or gamble or anything like that, they shouldn't be able to make that decision for themselves. And it's not because they're stupid or something like that, but it's just I think a protection measure that we should have common ground on.
I personally don't think there should be an age limit for smoking or drinking. I think that should be a parental thing. However, to nowadays parents, I don't know.
Yeah, right? There's such a lack of parenting in a lot of ways.
Yeah. But I just want everyone to be happy, but not at the expense of someone else not getting what they want out of life, or being said they can't do something so that someone else can. That's not how it's supposed to be. And if you don't like a group because it doesn't meld with you, say you're in a group that don't believe in transgenderism, go to a group that does. We can respect each other and not, you know, we can disagree with each other even, but also be like, yeah, you're, you know, not, I don't really agree with not how you are, but, you know, whatever. Because I don't care what other people's choices are. It's when they say I can't do something or I have to abide by something. That's not like, that's different. That's some people lording over people. I don't want to tell, like, if I call you mister, that's because you look like a fucking dude. Like, that's not my fault. It's yours. That sounds horrible, but I hate all these rules that shouldn't be fucking rules. Like I have transgender friends. If I slip up on occasion, they don't give a shit because they know who they are. I know who they are. Just and when I say dude, I say that to fucking everyone. I say that to my girlfriend. I call her dude, and I'll be like, man,
neutral.
yeah. But people get so offended. And it's funny because my girlfriend did not know how weird I was until she got in the thick of it. I'm like, you're stuck. And no one could even anticipate her and I would get together. I didn't either. I didn't even think about it that way until, you know, it started a whole, she's like, oh, I've liked you for a long time. And then from there, and then it's like, I don't know, never even, sometimes I'm still taken back, but it's kind of a wonderful relationship. And I told her, I'm like, you know, I think of stuff like, now I do anyways, I think of stuff as in enjoy it while it's here. I don't think about the whole, we're going to be together forever. That's just not realistic. Lots of things can happen. I get hit by a bus, or she can be taken by her, she has lupus. So I went into this knowing that. So she survived cancer. If she gets cancer again, she's gonna let it get her. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, yeah. When she got the thick of it, she really understood. Oh my God, Raid. It's not that thick. Anyways,
What the fuck? Is that shadow stick?
Dude, you need to send me that. I need that for my there's got to be a button somewhere on my, you know, my business. I love that though. That's funny. Comedic break. You need, yeah. Oh, dude. It's a weird comfort I get talking about the real shit. And anyone that's been in a really tragic place in their life, it's a weird comfort. But yes, you need to stop for a second, have a laugh or whatever. Someone says a dumbass joke or whatever. You know, you need it. Like, you know, because now, like, I feel like I'm in control for the first time in my life for a long time anyways. And not just trying to, when I say in control, it means I have the option to whatever. Like right now I live in between downstate and up in the UP. I'm actually going down there in March. I can't wait to see my friends downstate. I love Detroit. My girlfriend fucking hates it. I want her to come with me, but she doesn't ever want to, and I kind of wanted to end up in Detroit, but she wants to end up in Florida, so those are decisions that'll have to be made eventually. Like, not, I mean, I'd never been to Florida, so I wouldn't know. You know what I mean? I do know I'm a cold weather creature, though. Oh my god! But I don't know. Right now, I'm trying to just enjoy the relationship, and because I told her, I'm like, as soon as it becomes too much work, I'm out. And that sounds shitty, but if you're with a person that it fits, it fits. It's not a constant battle. If it's a constant battle, I'm out. I can deal with problems. I'm gonna fucking spill my coffee right on my keyboard. I need to fucking chill out. So I found this at the store, and you guys know I have OCD. You guys know for a long time, and I love coffee. So I have this OCD coffee mug, obsessive coffee disorder, and there's only one left, and it only cost me a bit over $5. It's a heavy mug too. It's nice. Walking in Florida, humidity will give you humidities, and then you'll get washed away from hurricanes. Yeah. Hold on one sec, I sneeze.
Just stay in the desert and be warm and happy while you freeze your butt off, and that works for me. Although it's windy and cold as heck right now here.
I heard.
That was really close. I didn't sneeze though. Practicing his BJ form while muted. Oh my god. But I like that I have a place to go if I have a rough time here, because I was in such a dark place. I'm prepping for coming out. Oh my god. The angry dragon you're talking about? I don't know. But anyways. So because I was in a dark place when I moved, and then I was also terrified while moving. Not only did it take every cent I had, it took, well, actually, Wicked sent me $100 at that point to help out. And honestly, like, we were trying to get as much money together just so we could fucking get there. And we crammed Hey, 13. Excuse me. So, and we had to cram my stuff. Same thing with coming back here, because I want to bring my computer and stuff back here. I got so much stuff broken, had to replace stuff. Like, I'm like, I just want a regular move. And it costs thousands of dollars still. Like, it's crazy. No, you're all good, 13. How have you been?
Hey, gorgeous lady.
So I do appreciate you talking to us, Berta. I appreciate you coming. Wicked. Well, coming here. Man, everything you say is dirty.
Be clear about that matter. I am a taken woman after all. But I thank you for inviting me. I really enjoyed the conversation. I'm going to go be a halfway decent parent and go cook dinner on my son and myself, I guess.
We definitely appreciate it.
Is necessary. So, but it was great. Thank you for having me on. I enjoyed it.
Same.
Take care, fellas.
All right.
Yeah, have a good night, Berta.
See ya. Be safe.
You as well. Bye.
Bye. Okay. So I want to do this more often, because I think, like, if, say, you and me did another one and we were just bullshitting and messing around, if both of us wrote down, like, I don't know, 5 random words or 5 random subject types, whenever it got quiet, we'd be like, well, how about those dolphins, or how about puppies, or how about, you know, the puppy mill. Wait, what? Just kidding. Green chili stew via postal mail. Sounds messy. Wait, who's...
Raid said be a bad parent and send that meal to him instead.
Oh, yeah, that's...
That reminds me of the time I dated a mom, and
Great to see you. 13, by the way. Still listening.
I woke up the next day one night I went over to her house and spent the night, and I woke up the next day and stole one of her kids' snack packs out the fridge.
Yeah? Dude, snack packs are amazing. Sorry, I'm fat. Anyways, I can't, I can get in trouble on TikTok for calling myself fat if I harp on it. You know what I mean? Like if I explain, you know what I mean? Yeah, if I get really into it, I can get banned on TikTok for harmful whatever content. Like whatever. Green chili stew reminds you of a mom you dated. Reminds Wicked or me. But yeah, I would like to do this more often, Wicked. I hate that we lost touch. I know you will always be one of my favorite people, and I just don't like. I just don't want to lose contact so much. There's no pressure and no we don't need to set a date right now. You can just we'll do it hey, 3 days from now or whatever. We'll figure it out as soon as you figure out your schedule. It's better for me to work with your schedule than mine because, if you're Wednesday, I'm oh, I can't Wednesday. That's fine. We'll figure it out. But I like this format and it always does amazing. I haven't had 10 viewers in my chat in about probably a month or two. We're just good at playing off each other, not just you and me, but Raid too, and other people in the community. And we lost such touch because fucking people moving around, including myself, and being bad things, situations. It's just crazy. I want to keep this up because it's fun. I don't. Yeah, I can do it now. I moved. And then there was the trip to New Mexico, and then my computer. Yeah. Oh yeah, for 5 months was it, or something? My computer? That? Yeah, wasn't it gone for a long time, or no? It was for a month, I think. Oh, what the hell am I thinking of then? I don't know, but yeah, it was long enough to drive you nuts. It was supposed to be a week, and and it was just what was it? The liquid cooling pump. Oh yeah, failed, and they had to replace it, and it took a week to figure it out, a week to ship it, and then a week because I wanted matching fans, and those somehow the note didn't include that at first. Oh, I told the guy, and he didn't put it on his notes, so then he was like, "Oh crap." It was so stupid, but it's back. Everything's back. Everything's good. I can also stream PC games now too. Nice. I'm out of Xbox, so I can only do PC right now. So yeah. And I'm kind of I'm saving for my trip downstate. Plus, right now I'm on WoW for this month, so it'd be pointless even if I had the money to put it towards something like that when it's just gonna mostly sit, So, but yeah, this is, I don't know, this is so fun. We used to do stuff we used to play games, we used to talk all the time. Our best streams always have been our chat streams. And I would love to do something like this while both of us are streaming. Because you can also, without using the actual stream together thing, you can connect each other's chats and stuff and do this kind of thing using the Discord. It's just easier and simpler. Yeah. I think that was one of the things I never liked co-streaming back in the day because it was confusing for me because I was talking to my chat and you were talking to your chat. But yeah, I noticed you can meld your chats together. And it will really be good if we get a few streamers in on it. And even charities down the road, all of us involved in getting focus one charity but 3 different, obviously we'd have our own. And dude, you want to be fun? You know how they do battles on TikTok? We could do something like that, but for a charity and compete on who, I don't know, there's just ideas, it's just spewing out, but we could compete on who can get the most donations to that charity and give it a week long or something of streaming every day or whatever the time is. That could be fun. Coming up
Yeah.
with little challenges like that. What's the worst that can happen? One of us loses, but the charity still makes out like a bandit, you know?
Right?
And I like keeping stats on myself, like the fact that I've right now it's just over $1,400 to charities in my streaming career. I want to get that way up, and
Dang.
it's more personal goals than bragging goals. You know what I mean? It gives me a reason. I'm OCD. I mean, that's how I roll. But it'd be fun just to do different things because I can't do much for events here except sitting in front of the computer style. So, and I just miss, like, we were like everyone in the community was so connected, but just times have been hard and it's hard to get back into it, you know. And I would like to work on that if we can.
Yeah, I'm down.
And I've been getting new people in too here and there through TikTok. I've been meeting new communities, and I would love to get in on like one of these days whenever you want. Do the Liar's Bar, because I bought it when it was on sale. So I know you own it. I know Dolly owns it. Oh, I didn't even tell you that. We have a Darla Darko and a Dolly Darko now. And she's actually pretty cool chick.
Are they buds or does that just
No,
happen
that's
randomly?
Random.
Huh.
She just she rolled into my TikTok stream once. I'm like, oh my god, and then we just started talking, and yeah. So, and she is like a gothic girl kind of thing. She's pretty cool. So I want to get all the new people and the old people in. Not that we're old. I meant you know, but yeah. In Raid, we gotta set up a day where we do this and talk about. Dude, we could talk forever about our past, and that's what I want to do. I want to talk about our individual stuff, and you know, just stuff like that. And I know we could talk for hours, and I know you're super busy, but so no pressure, and it doesn't have to be soon, just when you have a day. And I know that's a challenge, but it could be months from now. It's all good. I'm just saying we got to do it because it would be a great episode, and I am going to start to, if I can, make these into YouTube videos so they don't go away forever. So, which reminds me,
It wasn't you, Raid. It was me. I promise.
Damaged goods. I know that's what makes you interesting. I'm sorry, but damaged people are way more interesting than people who are not.
Yeah.
I mean, they're more colorful. I mean, they have darkness to them, but some of
They're
the best...
usually crazy in bed too.
Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm saying the best times I've ever had was with, you know, very damaged women. It's gotten me a fiance, so I'm good. Wow. Is she still here? That's funny. You're the rainbow, then? Well, you should, I mean, you don't have to, she's cooking. Oh. Yeah, she's good people, man. And, I know, like, you and me fought in the past about me, being very, what's putting it out? No, what's the word? Voicing my opinions on some of the past, or during the past, especially with, what's her name? And we got into some fights, but, it was always in, like, it's just my feelings coming out, and just, I do it bluntly, and, but so do you. So I think that's the only thing that gets us in our shit is when we're just, I don't know, you know how protective I could be of my friends. I'm like, if I could prevent it, but that, like you said, you had to experience it. You had to go through it. And I can respect that. But in the time, I'm like, because this certain person I vouched for, I was like, I didn't know her. I was just like, I think she's good for you. I think until she wasn't. And I'm like, fuck that bitch. You know, I was mad, and like, I was like, she shouldn't be treating you like this. And shit like that. And yeah, now all that stuff doesn't matter. If you had to go through that shit to get to the woman you are with now, wasn't it worth it? In a sense. Dude, I know we get in our bad spots, but I've always we're both opinionated, and it pisses each other off. Or I say something that I don't know, dude. I don't know. Because I'm stubborn also, it takes me a while to admit wrongdoing sometimes, but I don't know. Like, I'm just so, like, I had to leave and come back to feel and know the parts of my life that, like, I still have dark thoughts, but I'm in a really good place right now. And I'm in an even better place because I could change all of this if it doesn't work for me. It would sound so selfish, but I have the power to change all of it and go the other way if I want to. I can just say I don't want to live up here anymore and just leave. That's an amazing feeling. Not feeling like you have to be stuck somewhere. I love it. Which makes me want to be here even more because UP is beautiful, dude. I mean, yeah, people talk shit about it, but it's mostly the people that are negative. Fucking the UP there's so many beautiful places, dude. And all the stuff that used to bother me, I mean, I still get riled up sometimes, but it doesn't bother me anymore. Like, I've had people say some awful things when I got back, or just say, knew you would be back. I was like, like, fucking, I'm like, yeah, you're a twat. Fucking delete. And I don't need those people in my life. You know, I hate that, dude. I'm like, there's like, so you were rooting for me to fail. And I didn't fail. I came here because I missed some people. And it's not just that. It's, you know, a girlfriend and I want to see her. I mean, we don't see each other that much, but she's 7 minutes away. Separation. Wait, hold on. Let me try that again. Not only having a partner, but with myself. Oh, right here. Peace I feel now. Partner with us. We all got to learn our own way. Separation is a good way. It lets you think and reflect without immediate stimulus. I was the same way when I went to California. I love the options, but too many people. It feels like infringing on my space while they stayed here and accomplished nothing. Well, it's a thing, like those same people, yeah, like that. They're just like, look at this fucking guy. Was he like, I'm showing off that I'm being or trying to be a better person, and mental health also, like trying to work on myself. People don't realize, people do not realize in the dark place I was, and there's for reasons I have not even discussed with most people. I've not, some of those reasons I haven't even told my girlfriend yet. And a lot of people like were talking about how Morgan wouldn't have been a good friend to me, but she's definitely the friend I needed at that point. And she's been a good friend to me now. And it's funny because even like, you know, I'm saying this, just not mentioning any names, but the boyfriend she had, I even talked to him when I was up here, or when I am up here, talked to him personally, and he has no beef with the fact that her and I are friends. And my friendship with him, I never let Morgan. So yeah, it doesn't matter if people are bad people or considered to maybe be a bad influence. People are different purposes. Like me and Matt, for instance, we hang out. We don't talk to each other on the phone. When we want to go and hang out at the bar, we do, and then nothing else. We don't talk to each other through the week. We never talk to each other, ever. It's either me saying, dude, I need a drink or whatever. There's very few people that have multiple purposes in my life. You know, it's either that or there's a friend they never go to the bar with, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, and that's how people work, though. Sometimes you keep them, sometimes you don't. It's no hard feelings. It's just how it works. And we, like, even in the Cult of Creep, there's been some people that came through here, positive memories. It ended bad, yeah. Or they just kind of fizzled away. Like, I miss Kelly. She was an awesome person. Is an awesome person, but she didn't feel like she fit in anymore, and that's cool. I have no beef. I just miss her and Joe. I don't need bar friends anymore. They're not real friends. I like a bar buddy. Matt is my bar buddy. Him, Morris. Because I like to talk when I drink, and no one wants to hang out with the dude that sits in the corner talking to himself and drinking. Well, not anyone you should be hanging out with anyways. Sorry, I talk a lot, especially when I drink coffee. Wicked.
Yeah, I think you guys should get rid of that Wicked guy.
No, I like Wicked.
He's negative vibes.
Nah. You just had a... No, I can't. You're one of the first ones. You are one of the people that formed the COC.
I heard he doesn't even have the decency to give you a reach around.
Well, I've experienced different. Just kidding. Well, yeah, perhaps 13. He doesn't give respectable handy J's. What's a handy J? Don't explain it, please. Handy J's. He's got that terminology. That's funny. But I am so happy that we had this stream because we got to chat it up. Berta came in here. It's good to have a female opinion, and it's funny because we're mostly, I don't know about nowadays, but we will and have always been more female than male in the COC. And now I don't even know. And it's funny, we're a small group, but we're connected to so many other communities. It's ridiculous. I don't think people realize some of the communities like, for instance, Malpies, brand new streamer I met probably a few weeks ago, and she's like the most, how do I say this without sounding weird? She's kind of adorable, but not in a like a creepy way, but she has the gift for streaming. She started streaming and instantly started attracting numbers, and I'm like, I hope this doesn't sound weird. I'm proud of you. I'm like, some people don't get the assignment as fast as that. And she's a UK streamer. She's pretty cool. But as far as TikTok going, I started building a little popularity on there, and I'm hoping it stays in some fashion just so I could continue using it. But that's the only thing. I don't watch it every single day. If it goes away, it wouldn't really change my life much. I would just wait for the next app, because there always will be a next app. And I'm betting that they're going to use AI more. Don't say the T word. But, yeah, I mean, let's be honest, TikTok was a good portion of the reason Donald Trump got elected. Whether you believe in him or not, or if you dislike him, it doesn't matter. The point is, he's probably going to find a way to keep it. Whether it's has to transform a little bit to keep kids safe or whatever. I do definitely support that. But I do hope it stays, honestly. You got addicted to it? Yeah, because you always did Facebook and stuff. I put a pic in the food for our dinner. Oh, let's check it out. Check it out real quick. Damn, I gotta... What did I do? Why? What is that? Oh, okay, that's the other one. What the hell? Who is this? Who this? Oh, okay. I'm like, who that? Sorry. Man, it is so great to have people back. Man, I miss people. Okay, what did you... Oh my god, dude.
Food.
My god. I don't even know where... Oh, I'm gonna knock this over, I swear to god. There.
Fuck.
I heard an echo. That's why I added you on Discord so I get an invite, please. Oh, how do you... I will give you an invite when you send me some Alfredo. I'm joking. Sorry. I'll behave. How do you... Oh, there. Okay. I'm so jealous. Why does Raid always get the good things? Just kidding. One of these times I would like to cook. Cook for you guys.
Good wienerings.
I know a lot of people don't know, but I can actually cook pretty good pasta. That's about it. No, there's a couple other things I'm decent at. But one of these days, it's gonna be like, okay, now I'm gonna bring a bunch of stuff over. Shrimp pesto is really good too. Oh my god, pesto is so good. But Alfredo is the tits. Oh man. So I don't know, it's been about 3 hours. Are you bored of me yet?
No. I'm whatever.
Yeah, I kind of want to play World of Warcraft, so I'm probably gonna cut this off soon.
Alright.
Not just that, I'm hungry too. Yay. Thank you so much for agreeing to hang out. I really appreciate it. And I'm glad it
No
turned
problem.
out so well. Do you guys have anyone that we should raid? Did I almost click on that? I did. So yeah, let's alright, I'm gonna disconnect here. Thank you so much. We gotta do this again sometime. Keep in touch via Discord. Or well, I
Yeah.
guess we're on Facebook as well, and actually everything else. Just keep in touch and we'll figure something out for the future.
Yes, sir.
Alright, you have a great rest of your day. Night,
You
rather.
too, guys.
Okay, bye.
Hey.
Alright. We are gonna... You guys should totally stick around, because let's find someone that is streaming. If you guys have someone I'm not following that you think we should see, Wolf is up right now. Blair is up. I haven't seen him forever. Pretty much Wolf. Should we... Unless you guys have something other than Wolf, I mean, that's cool too. You just let me know. No? Thank you guys for being a part of this. You guys are amazing. I need more room for my mouse because I'm all fucking. And I got people going nuts on my messages when they know I'm doing shit. Sorry. Okay, we are going to... Nice. Thank you guys for sticking around. You guys are amazing. We're gonna raid Wolf. And thank you for being here. Oh my god, dude. I had a great time. I haven't had a stream like this in a while. You guys are amazing. We are gonna do this more often, I promise. We're gonna find people. You guys have a great rest of your night, and I will see you Monday. Bye. Have a great night.
Oh shoot, Shadow with the raid? You're done with your stream already? Holy moly. Appreciate it, buddy. Thank you so much. How was the chat? How was radio talk? It's actually just in time because we're about to have a guild raid here. A guild versus guild fight.
Hey, Wolf.
Yeah.
We can hear what you're saying to chat.
I know, I don't have a way to, well, I guess I could mute myself too, you guys. Actually, there used to be a way how I used to be able to mute myself. It was 3 hours. It was fun. It was a blast, actually. Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome. Okay, let me see. Let me figure this out so I could stop bugging Discord people.
Hey, look, it's Guild Dad.
You're not bothering me, man.
You're bothering me. I'm joking.
Milana, you notice I sound better?
I do. It's very nice.
Oh yeah.
Very nice. How much? 350.
How much?
About 350. 2 bits.
Thought there was a way where I could mute myself on Discord, but not anything else.
I mean, can't you just, does the mute button on Discord mute you for your stream?
Well, there's a way I could mute the mic. No, I can mute the mic, but that would mute me everywhere. I have a Steam Deck. I'm wondering if I could set a button up to where I can mute my...
Yeah, you can. Hey, Rama.
Yes?
Are we about to be in a party again after I just left the last one?
Probably. Why am I on fire?
I don't know.
I'm living on. I've been on fire for like the
stop being so inflammatory. I don't know.
Must be.
You're just that hot,
I'm-
apparently.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was
You're
like, I must be
hot.
that hot. I'm spontaneously.
Where's
combusting.
Rama? Look for the fucking Inferno.
Oh, okay. I guess it's just setting up push to talk.
Oh,
That's-
damn,
that's what you go to your doctor for.
we dropped the rank.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, right. Listen, if there's only 6 of them, I can get behind that.
I can get in front of it.
Heyo.
You know what? It would. There's been a lot of talks about back doors, so you know what?
Back door,
Front
front door,
door,
side
back
door. Let's
door.
go.
Alright, I'm gonna fill my drink while I get ready for this. I'll be right back.
Are we gonna have a peaches?
We should. Actually, I don't know. Are they still doing that one-off, babe? Of course he left. You know, I could just walk over and tap on the door. That sounds so efficient.
Need them peaches and cream, if you know what I mean.
I don't make peaches as cream, so I don't know.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my gosh.
Daddy, chill. What in the hell is even that?
It's provocative. It gets the people going.
He just said that they're still busy, but they're gonna come just for Rama.
Yes.
For me, eh?
For you.
Oh.
Private
It's
one-on-one
all
sex.
for you.
My pants are getting real tight right now. You
Wait.
you can't be giving this kind of attention.
Wait, you're wearing pants for 1, and 2, that's a
Well,
damn
okay.
lot.
Are you the one talking about just chilling naked earlier?
Me?
Yeah, somebody was.
No, that's
Or
me.
no, that was you. Yeah.
I have sweatpants on. All right. I'm not a
Are they
savage.
Are they gray?
They are gray. They're not champion though. They're not champion.
Jeez.
I'm wearing black sweatpants, and
By the way-
inside of them there is fake like sheep's wool, and they're so